All right, I found these Sunpie high-powered LED rock lights on the TikTok shop, RGBW. This is 8 pods, and each one of these pods has 24 LEDs. It says on there that you can control it with your phone as well as a remote. So, I'm going to try to put them on my Jeep. These feel very sturdy. They have some good weight to them. It comes with the little bevel to fit on the inside, as well as the screws that you need. I don't quite understand the wiring portion of it. I may have to go online to figure out the wiring portion, because the instructions don't really tell you where they go. I mean, you got stuff circled here, but what does that mean? Does that mean the red wire goes to something in the fuse box and the black wire goes to a ground? I'm guessing. All right, I just put these on the terminals to test a light. Holy cow, that is bright. I don't even know if the camera can show you how bright that is. It is incredibly bright. So, yeah. Okay. All I gotta do is figure out where I want to mount everything and hook it all in place. All right, the first thing I did when trying to install this is I looked at the unit that I was going to have attached to the battery, and I wanted to have it somewhere where kind of center of the vehicle. This is a 2-door Rubicon JK. I wanted to have it somewhat center of the vehicle, so that way I know the farthest reaches would be the back corner, and then I wanted to go through the frame and everything to reach the plug-ins. So I first started off with just some string with some washers attached to it, and I dropped it down in kind of a safe place. This comes out to the bottom, and then down there I was able to attach my stuff. Let me get a flashlight here and I can show you. When I started this, it was daytime, but the day is getting away from me, so let me show you what I got. Alright, so under here, you can see my wire comes down here, and I've got to like cinch this stuff up and get it secured, but right now it's just here. I got it on with zip ties holding on to this corner for right now. It's like a temporary fix, but you can see I was able to go ahead and plug in the wire that I ran along the frame, and I'm going to zip tie this close to the frame, but then I actually ran it inside of this cross member right here, all the way across, and inside of this cross member right here, see the wire? I just had it come out here and go over here, and then I've zip tied it to this wiring harness, and then it just goes up into the wheel well over there, so that now on this wheel I've got it right there. Gonna zoom in. See there? And I'll show you what I did to get that to happen on the other wheel, because I'm working on one now, and I thought, hey, I should film this. So let me take it to the other wheel. Okay, so inside of this wheel well, this is a plastic inner liner. So I was able to first drill a hole in the center that was wide enough for the wiring harness to go through, and then I made sure to have it inside of this rubber piece that's going to go against here. And I know this is curved, so it could fit on something that's curved, but when I cinch it down, it works fine. It looks flat. So I pulled the wiring through to here, and that pulls that tight. And I'll run it similarly down alongside here and plug it in. To get these tiny little screws on, I had to find the right tick head to fit it. But I basically pre-drill a couple of holes, and then I just cinch everything down up inside of here, and then I run the wires. So that's where we're at right now. Yeah, I just figured I'd show you some progress, because I watched a lot of YouTube videos on this, and there was nobody that had done these Sunpies recently, and the ones that had tended to have shops that were professional, and they're like, I'll just skip this part, you guys know this part. And I'm like, wait, I don't know this part. So I'm literally figuring this out on my own, because all the other videos are at least 5 and 6 years old. So anywho, let's keep rocking. All right, now I've got those tightened down, and I can go ahead and put these push pins back in place, and then I can run my wire. All right, so I ran this cable inside of here, inside of this plate, alongside here, and I can use zip ties to pull this up tight. And then I ran it over here and inside of here to give it some tension, but I'm going to zip tie it up here to this wiring harness so that I don't have all this slack. But it basically plugs right in where I plugged in the others. So that's 2 of them. I got my 2 rear wheels lit. I need to figure out the front now, and those are metal inliners, so I'm gonna have to figure out something different up front. All right. All right, so everybody's setup's a little different. I had this bar here. I didn't want to go through the metal fender, and I didn't want to necessarily drill it in the metal fender here, the inner liner. But I used 2 zip ties, crossed them up, and I don't know if this is the right way to do it. I'm gonna try this out for a while. It feels like it's pretty secure. I ran my wire through here. In back of here, I gotta still like zip tie it to things so it's out of the way, because right now I don't like the way that hangs down. And I'll move that, but I'm learning as I go here. So now I'm gonna do the other side. All right, so far, I've got lights around the front and the wheel wells on both sides. I just have to do the back and tidy up all these wires. But that's so far. All right, so I've got everything wired up now. I can change colors. It's got all kinds of functions on my phone as well. Yeah, pretty cool. I also got this remote that I can change all these colors with. I gotta learn what all the buttons do, but pretty neat. You can turn it off and on, and I can do the same thing with the app that's on my phone. I haven't learned what all of them do. I know some of these make it brighter. Ooh, look at that. Some of them, there's supposed to be a button on here for like a rainbow. Here's one that says strobe. Here's one that says flash. I don't know what that means. Oh, look, it's changing colors. I kind of like that. There's one that says fade, and one that says smooth. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, I bought this on the TikTok shop. It's called Sunpie, S-U-N-P-I-E, and they were easy to install. I was afraid of the instructions because they didn't really have instructions, but you know, once you figure out that the power comes from here and you just got to figure out your lines and where you're going to run your wires, you're good to go. And I was able to run my wires pretty much tucked away everywhere. Underneath I was, you know, zip tie heaven, but yeah, this looks good. This is the front, the side. I got one on each wheel well up in here, one on each A-arm, and then I got one on the back. Look how bright that is. And then I got one on the front as well. So I got all the sides covered, and I'll tell you what, that looks pretty dang good, if I don't say so myself. So anyway, yeah, pretty happy about that. So hope this helps somebody else, because like I said, I went looking for new videos and I didn't see nobody with videos out there that was recent. So anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Take care.